Be very, very quiet. We are hunting Batman, and we are covering Hush 2 here today on Two Geeks and a Microphone.
Welcome to the Two Geeks and a Microphone podcast, your one-stop shop for television, movie, video games, comic books, book reviews, and more. Now, without further ado, here's Steven and Mike.
Hello there.
So who talks first? You talk first. I talk first.
Good morning, everybody. Welcome to Two Geeks and a Microphone. I am your co-host, Mr. Steve Bosser, along with the one, the only, the doubly beardiest dude I know, Mr. Michael Shanks. Mike, say hey to everybody.
Good morning to all you bat geeks out there in geekdom land.
We are covering Batman Hush 2, sort of, today here on the show. Well, we got some things that we got to talk about and own up to, but we're excited to be here with you guys today here to talk about Batman. A lot of you know Batman. We love Batman. We're big Batman fans. And one of our favorite storylines of yours in the past has been the Hush storyline. Well, lo and behold, they've got a Hush 2, Hush Returns. And so we were like, oh, we'll cover that. We'll do that. That's only supposed to be 4 issues, or maybe it's 6, or maybe it's 12. Who the heck knows? But we're going to talk about all that today here on the show. Well, with that, Mike, do you have anything else for our intro that you want to chit chat about?
Freaking Jim Lee.
Hey, everybody, I'm just telling you, please get ready because we're going to have an epic rant by Mike today.
I wish we could have Jim Lee on the show. Now, one side of me would just be completely fanboying out because, I mean,
sure,
Jim Lee is
absolutely
amazing freaking artist.
Yes,
but you know, his work ethic, I question.
His timeliness.
Yes, timeliness and his work ethic. He's later than my sister. Oh and
that's
she's
saying
be
something
late for her own funeral.
Oh my goodness. Hey, everybody, it's going to be a jam-packed show. We're pretty excited just to be able to talk with you guys, not only about Batman, Jim Lee, but we've got other stuff we're going to chit-chat about, and I'm looking forward to it. So, with that, Mike, anything else you want to say before we hit? Do you have any geeky news for today?
I have no geeky news. It's either feast or famine, and boy, we are going through famine. I'm like my geek ribs are starting to show.
That's some funny stuff right there. So, okay. Well, with that, I guess everybody, we'll just head right into Geekdar then. Here we go.
Go with the radar, sir. What's wrong with it? I've lost the bleeps, I've lost the sweeps, and I've lost the creeps. The what? The what? And the what? You know, the bleeps. The sweeps. And the creeps.
That's not all.
All right. Well, hey, everybody. Real quick, I want to go ahead and talk about one of the things I did last weekend. So right after the show last weekend, I had a neighbor friend of mine whose name is Steve as well. And he was like, hey, let's get together because we hadn't seen each other in a while and stuff. And so he goes, I want to go see the new Predator movie. And so we went to go see Predator Badlands, and so it's if I had to give it a score, everybody, how shall I say this? I'll do with these swords because these were pretty cool swords. It's got like can I make that bigger? Yeah, it's about as big as I can make it. That did not help. So
Steven, it's not the size that matters. At least that's what she said.
Oh my goodness, that's pretty funny. So anyway, he's got this really cool sword that's almost got like lack of a better term, a lightsaber edge to it that it burns through stuff. The electric thing is really cool. The premise of the story,
lightsabers. I like this.
kind of, sorta, but not quite. But so it opens up. He is battling his brother, and it's an incredible opening sequence. And they're on the home world of the Predators, and it starts introducing the concept of clans that they have, and so, but you find out he's kind of the runt of the litter, for lack of a better term.
Okay.
And so his brother really cares for him, and it talks about at the beginning where he saved his brother's life when they were kids. So the character, the runt, saved who's bigger, older brother. And the dad always favored, who's the leader of their clan, always favored his oldest son rather than him, the younger son. And he's trying to do these trials to prove himself. And the dad is just a jerk. 100%. It's do or die kind of a thing. And so in that's how it opens up. And he says, I'm going to do this big challenge to get this beast that's mythical. And it's the one beast that even scares his father. So I don't want to go too much into how it occurs, but he ends up going to that planet, and the rest of the film takes place on that planet where he's fighting. I mean, the whole planet is out to get you. Plants, other animals, winged creatures on foot. And it's just incredible. It's just fascinating. The creature development was really good. And then it brings in a little aliens to it. Not aliens, the creature, but the corporation that's in Aliens is there on the planet as well. And there's also
there is a connection to
there is a connection. And then there's a synth that is in the movie that he carries this girl like a backpack kind of.
It's very similar to Chewbacca carrying around 3PO.
It is. It very much is. Yeah, that's a good
in the best Star Wars movie, by the way.
Yeah. You just had to bring it up.
Yeah, I had to
bring it up.
I had to jab the knife a little bit,
Sure, absolutely. And so the adventures ensue. They meet different creatures that become characters, and there's a big battle at the end. And it's asking the question of who is your clan in the story. A major theme is who is your clan. And I really liked that. And then the proving of oneself. And it's got a great ending sequence to it. So here's my score, everybody. So out of these really cool swords that they have, I would easily give it an 8.5 out of 10.
Nice.
To go see it. Now, what's funny is the critics didn't like it, but if you look at the scores, like I don't even know what I don't even know what the current scores are on. Let me go to Rotten Tomatoes here real quick, everybody.
Oh, he's doing it live on the air too.
Right.
So while you're doing that, so you said that they set up these clans. Do you think they're setting this up to where we could see like different Predator clans versus different Predator clans?
Yeah, I think so.
Cool.
I don't want to watch it. Predator Badlands. So it's got, now it's up to 86 is the Rotten Tomato score, but the popcorn meter is at 95% of 5,000 ratings.
Wow.
So when it first came out, people were kind of poo-pooing it. The critics were, but then people were watching it and they were like, this is actually a good movie. And so here's the thing, everybody. Is it worth seeing in the theater? Yes. Yes, it is, because there is some, how shall I say? There's good, cinematography of the planet and the creatures in the way it gives you wide shots. There's even kind of like a little traveling montage that reminded me of Lord of the Rings a little bit, which is kind of funny. I kind of chuckled myself on that. So, here's Nobody Fool 117. He's like, thinking about seeing Badlands. I'm going to tell you, it's worth seeing in the theater. Now, I got it at a matinee price and it was well worth it.
Nice.
So, before whatever time. So it still was like $13. But it was worth seeing in the theater, having the sound, because you could tell they did the sound when things were flying by or different creatures. You could hear them in different parts of the theater and stuff. And then the cinematography was really good. So yeah, it is worth seeing in the theater. But it definitely, once it hits digital, you'd want to see it. Absolutely. Would see that. So there's my geekdar on that. And then the other thing I probably should share rather than Predator is, I watched this new Hulu movie, called Playdate. Playdate. There it is. 2025 film. And it's got Alan Ritchson, which is our favorite Reacher. He was also in, he also played, who do you play in the DC show?
He played Hawk.
He played Hawk. Yes.
He also gets my vote as the next Batman.
I agree. I think he would be a great Batman.
Mm-hmm. And rumor has it he and James Gunn have been talking, so hopefully they're talking about him putting on the cowl.
That would be awesome.
Oh man, he'd be so good as Batman.
Yeah. So Alan Ritchson and Kevin James, they're, here is what I'll say about the premise is, it's a father and son type movie, but at the same time, you find out there's something going on with Alan Richardson's character and the boy that's with him. I don't want to say too much because that will ruin the show. Is it worth seeing? And it's on, is it Hulu or Prime? Maybe it was Prime Video. It's Prime Video, not Hulu.
I was gonna say, I don't know. I have no clue what you put this up.
It's on Prime. It's on Prime Video. And so I would say, they're giving it 5.5 out of 10. It is a goofy movie. It's a comedy, action comedy. It doesn't take itself too seriously. Alan Richardson is playing just a goofy character. I mean, he's this guy who's tried to be a father figure to this boy, but yet at the same time, he's like an inward child himself. I mean, he's just like, this is cool, so that's kind of playing the thing. So do I think it's better than 5.5 stars? Yeah, I do think it's better. It's at least 6.5 to 7 because it's fun. Just go for a fun popcorn kind of film. And it's got some heart to it. I think it's better than 5.5.
I might have to give that a go.
Yeah.
I mean, I like him. He's great. So I don't think I've really seen him in a comedic. So I
have not either. It's his first. Yeah, I would say he's trying to show his acting chops, I think, because I saw him so obviously we saw him in,
Teen Titans.
Then we saw him in Reacher, which we love Reacher.
Oh, Reacher's great. Amazing.
Was it Ungentlemanly? What is it called? Ungentlemanly Warfare? The Ministry of Ungentlemanly Warfare.
Oh, I haven't seen this.
It's good. It's a Guy Ritchie film, if I remember right.
Okay. Cool.
Let's see. I'm pretty sure it's a Guy Ritchie film. Henry Cavill's in it too. The Ministry of, it's on Stars if you have a subscription to Stars. But it's good. It's based on a true story, but obviously it's not. I mean, it's based on real events, and at the credit scene, it shows you pictures of the actual people of who they portrayed and stuff and what happened to them afterwards, after these events. So it's actually a good movie. I don't know why, it's saying IMDb gave it 6.8. Yeah. Rotten Tomatoes 68. I'm telling you, it's better. It's a good movie. So it's worth watching too as well. So,
okay. I actually just thought of, a geekdar that I have I
go for it.
Forgot about. And this week here, I'll share my screen.
Here, I'll bring it up. No. I'll bring it up. I already got it. Here you go.
There we go. This week I did start listening to Batman High Volume again. They've got a whole nother series out.
Okay.
12 or 13 episodes are current right now. They're available. You can listen to them all. And it is the next chapter. It's Batman Dark Victory. So it's the sequel to the last one we did.
Halloween. Long Halloween.
It's the sequel to the Long Halloween. So you have most of the same actors returning, and it's really, really good. I really enjoyed this. I think we should probably do an episode on it.
I think we should. Everybody, we love High Volume.
Oh man, High Volume is such high quality work.
Yeah.
I have to say it is probably my second favorite. How do I explain it? Second favorite. Audio
drama.
play, audio drama, audio plays. My first being the Doctor Who series, Big Finish doing.
Oh, Big Finish audio. I got you. Yes.
Yeah.
Here's the thing. It is truly theater of the mind.
Oh yes, definitely.
Yeah.
Sound effects are great. Music's great. Acting is fantastic. Each actor is, and I have to admit, one of my criticisms of Long Halloween was I didn't care for the actor playing the Joker in it. He's starting to grow on me. I'm liking him better. I still have some issues, but it's getting better as I hear him. I'm starting to picture him a little bit more as the Joker than I did before. Before I just hated his voice. I did not like it whatsoever. And he was the only one I didn't like, and I don't want it to sound like I'm poo-pooing on the actor. I'm not. I just didn't care for that performance. That's all. But I think he's starting to grow on me. It's getting a little bit better. I wouldn't say much more better yet, but a little bit better. So we'll go with that. So, Batman Dark Victory, definite thumbs up. I won't give a number on it, because if we're gonna do a full review on it, I'll save that for do a full review. But I can say it's really good. It's definitely worth listening to, and all 12 or 13 chapters, whatever it is available right now.
So I think I have it on Spotify. I think I put it on my Spotify list.
And that's the other thing. It's free. It's 100% free. $3.93.
Oh, here's a question from Nobody 4117. So talking about Alan Richardson, yes, can see him as Batman. Can he play Bruce Wayne?
I think he can. I think he could do a good Bruce Wayne. We would probably get the early Bruce Wayne, who's a little more bitter, but I'm fine with that. I really am.
Gotcha. Yeah. I tell you what, though, I don't know if I want to restart again, if that makes sense, of Batman, the whole Batman story kind of thing. I mean,
well, I don't want a retelling of his origin.
Yeah.
No, I want you to come in. If DC is going to introduce the Batman to this current universe, like the universe that they've established with Superman earlier this year, I want to see a Batman who's been in for a few years. He's been around for a few years. Gotham City knows who he is. People outside of Gotham are starting to know who the Batman is. I think there might have been a Batman Easter egg in Superman somewhere. I don't remember for sure, but I thought I'd heard rumors that there was an Easter egg somewhere. We need to do some research on that one. So yes, that's where I would like to see him. I'd like to see him come in as somewhat of a veteran, a veteran superhero.
Yes, Superman 2025 has a Batman reference. A road sign pointing to Gotham City is visible during an evacuation scene.
There you go. I thought there was some kind of Easter egg in there. So
interesting. Interesting. Okay. All right. We ready for the main event?
Yeah. Let's do this.
Sweet. Let's do it.
Freaking
It's time for the main event. All right, here we go, everybody. Hey, we're excited because we're Batman fans. Obviously, you could tell even that we talked about Batman. Oh yeah, you got your Batman hat.
I'm all batted out today.
You sure are. Yes, you are.
I'm showing my colors.
You know, I haven't seen the Batman movie. I haven't rewatched it.
I haven't rewatched it in a while.
Yeah, so I thought maybe a good idea. Just I saw your shirt, so that's what reminded me of that.
Yeah, I know. Brenda got me this for Christmas. I think it was last year.
Nice.
And again, he's not my favorite Batman, but hey, it's Batman.
Yeah.
It does have the Batmobile on it.
Yeah, which I do like the Batmobile. That's a nice muscle car Batmobile.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Yeah. So, everybody, we're going to talk about Hush 2. So, the second sequel, or the second in the series, the sequel. Yeah. Shh. Be very, very quiet.
I love the logo.
The logo for Hush.
Yeah.
Here, everybody, I'll share. Here's the first episode, or the first issue is issue Batman 158. And if you can see the logo where it's Hush and then there's a 2 in the U.
Yeah, I love that. I think it's cool.
Yeah.
Nice design on it. I like that.
Yeah, that's fun. So, this is done.
Good job, Jim Lee.
That's correct. So we've got Jeff Loeb, who is doing the story. Jim Lee is doing the art.
Mm-hmm.
And I guess Scott Williams and Alex are doing let me see something real quick.
Probably penciling and,
yeah, oops, wrong one. I don't want the Absolute Green Lantern. Give me just a second, everybody.
They're the same creative team that did the original Hush series, 10 years ago or whatever it was?
I don't want to spoil too much here. Big fight going on. Alex Sinclair is doing the colors. Richard Stark is doing the letters. James Reed is the assistant editor. Jessica Burby is associate editor. Rob Levine does edits. Batman created by Bob Kane with Bill Finger. So Jeff Loeb is writing, Jim Lee is penciling, and Scott Williams is inking. Oh, he inked. Sorry.
I got that reference. That was great. Nice.
But as you can tell, the artwork is just fantastic.
It's beautiful. Beautiful. Jim Lee is an amazing artist.
Yes.
Not so good at being on time, but amazing artist.
We'll get to your rant. We'll get there.
I know.
So everybody, here's real quick. One of the things that we want to talk about as far as this series is, there's 4 issues. And openly, we thought it was only going to be 4 issues. And then we realized,
well, that's partly on me.
That's okay.
So okay. This run, Hush 2, is supposed to be the end of this particular Batman run because sorry, I got back pains and that kind of hurt. Because Batman 1 came out 2 months ago, and it was not supposed to come out until Hush 2 finished. So
that's why you probably thought it was 4 episodes or 4 issues.
Right. 4 issues came out, then Batman 1 came out. So I thought, oh, okay, well, they started the new line. Therefore, Hush 2 is only going to be 4 issues. I had all 4 issues. I had purchased them. Yes. But I read part of the first issue. I hadn't read everything. And I was like, oh, okay. All right, cool. Fine. Not thinking that the original Hush line was 12 issues long. So I should have, been smarter than that, but didn't realize it until you and I start reading last night. Yeah. That's the way we do things here.
Life happens.
Yeah. Life happens. Anyway, and I start reading, and I get to the end of issue 4 and I went, oh crap, freaking Jim Lee.
Yeah.
And I immediately call Steven up. I'm like, Steven, There's supposed to be more than 4 issues. You were right.
I know. Well, I didn't know I was right. I was just like, okay.
Well, no, but you were like, you were
It's
like,
just
"What?
4 issues?
4 issues?" Right.
Yeah,
And
that's really where it comes from. I was like, really?
and I was just, my comic book brain wasn't working. I was just stupid. And I was like,
No,
okay,
because
yeah, okay.
no, realistically, I think you were basing it on, you heard, and probably correct, and I would assume correctly so, that Hush 2 would end this version of the Batman and then they would restart with issue 1. So there's another issue 1 with all series, which has an awesome cover, by the way.
Yeah. It is a fantastic cover. And I do like the new design of the costume too, by the way. So yeah, the creative team was there and ready to launch the new, version of Batman. And I guess they just said, well, screw it. Jim Lee, he's going to take forever on this, like he always does. And so we're just going to go. And they did. So,
yeah. Yeah. So here's the, I asked Google I said, how many issues for Batman Hush 2? And here's what it says. The recent Batman Hush 2, also known as Batman H2SH, storyline is planned as a 12-issue saga divided into 2 parts of 6 issues each. The first 6 issues took place in the main Batman comic series, specifically issues 158 through 163, published in 2025. The second set of issues is expected to run as its own book at a later date, currently scheduled for 2026 to resolve the full storyline.
That's because Jim Lee's late.
Yes, I think you're right. So,
because they started this early in the year. If he would have stayed on schedule.
Yeah. What's the date on that?
Stay on target. Stay on target.
Yeah. The first issue was March 26th. The second issue, let me rephrase that. The first issue in the series, Batman 158, came out March 26th. The next issue, which was Batman 159, was April 23rd. The third issue, Batman 160, was May 28th, and Batman 161 was July 23rd. Now, it is now November, everybody. And so, Mike, I just want to encourage you again here that I would be in the same boat. I'd be like, okay, July 3rd or July 20th. Okay, there hasn't been an August issue. There hasn't been a September issue. There hasn't been an October issue. So
rumor has it, what I saw last night is that issue 162 was released this week. So, and my plan is to go to the comic book store today. I'm going to go look for it and find out if it was released. So
everybody, we're apologizing because we really thought it was going to be a whole set, and then wah wah. So we'll end up doing a follow up, but at this rate, it may not be until next year. So yeah,
maybe next Christmas time too.
Right? Maybe.
Knowing Jim Lee, it could be 10 years after this.
Right?
Or like Batman All-Star, it could never be completed. I hope that's not the case.
Yeah. So here's my thinking about it. Is as Batman fan, I don't collect the comics just because, I mean, I do enjoy comics. How shall I say this? I'm gonna have to rant just a wee bit on something else on this. So
my rant's going to take a little longer.
Yeah. Well, mine is the issue.
I'm mad at him.
My issue with these issues. Yeah. No. That's okay. On this is that as a Batman fan, if I was someone who did the comics, I would look forward to the new issue every year, every month. You know what I'm saying? So, the new episode's out. Let's go get the new episode. Let's read the new episode. That's not how it used to be. Do what?
You mean issue? You keep saying episode.
I know, issue. I know. So sorry. The new issue is out. So
I wish our friend Andrew was on right now, who works for Ripaverse. I'd like to know what his opinion is.
Well, here's the thing on that. Here's where I'm going with that. Is I ordered my Ripaverse comics. I looked it up.
Okay.
Almost 3 months ago.
Yeah.
And they're still not here. And I'm like, I don't have anything to read it. And it speaks to which model is better, like the Kickstarter model or having issues to put out every month, kind of like a magazine. Because I'll be open with you. I'm at a point where I'm like, I haven't seen anything in Ripaverse. I mean, there's constantly new stuff, but I still don't have my books. Now, we did talk about this before about saying the timing and should it be something, should you order something that's already out? Don't order anything that's under the Kickstarter model just yet, where it's not printed yet or that kind of a thing. And
well, I was just saying, if you want to order under the Kickstarter, I hate saying Kickstarter because they don't do Kickstarters, but they do their own thing like a Kickstarter.
Yeah. Fair enough.
If let's say the campaign, if you want to order something under the campaign, but you're also wanting to order something else, make 2 separate orders. Order the campaign and then turn around and make the separate order, because what they're going to do is they're going to ship everything as one once the campaign fulfills and starts shipping out, because basically they're trying to save you on shipping. And I get that idea. That makes sense, so yeah, that's my suggestion. If you're ordering Ripaverse, and you want the latest campaign, but you want some other items, order those extra items aside in a separate order.
And the way to handle that is you can become a Ripaverse member at $20 a month and you get free shipping.
That's true too.
And so you're really kind of paying for your shipping. Plus you get the Ripaverse magazine for free when they release the regular versions.
It's not a bad deal.
It's not. It is how you look at it and being exposed to it. So that's why I really think it's important to talk about, because we do like the art. We do like the stories of Ripaverse. And but
big fans of Ripaverse.
Yeah. So where I'm headed with this now in regards to Batman Hush is like, I'm like, I haven't got my books yet. I don't know if I want to order anything yet, or I'm not sure what I want to order yet, or it's been out of sight, out of mind. Ripaverse has been. So could that be something that would happen or hurt Batman, the Batman series, because it's been 4 months since the last issue? So therefore, is that why they went ahead and released the new Batman series?
Oh, that's exactly why they went ahead and released the new Batman series. They didn't want to be sitting on nothing, where they actually had a team that was ready to go, and they're continuing to bring out monthly material, so there's been, I think, 3 issues of the new Batman since the last Hush issue came out, and where they weren't supposed to run the new Batman until Hush finished. So yeah, it's just, I think DC probably got frustrated in waiting for their CCO,
their chief creative officer,
right? The boss. He's the man. I really want to know how he feels when his staff comes in late with with the monthly book, because if it was me and I came in late and he gave me a hard time, I'd look at him and go, yeah, well, where's Hush 2? Hey buddy, where's that? Or look at him and go, hey, where's All-Star Batman and Robin? Where's that at? Huh? That's been over 10 years, pal. You got that somewhere? Okay. Okay. I don't want to hear it.
Well, why don't you continue with your discussion?
Sounds great.
Okay. I mean, it's everywhere. We're on the coffee table. We're around the coffee table. We play as we go, as we talk about it. As we're just sitting down discussing this stuff, and we'll talk about Hush 2 in a little bit. But I think the issue with these issues, is that it's not a continuous story. The art is fantastic. We want to say that. The story, the art, I give it easy 10 out of 10.
Oh, definitely.
The story, though, for me, after 4 issues, is I'll give it a 7 out of 10.
Okay.
Because the story wise is like it, the story of Hush 2 coming back, or Hush coming back for a second time, is good. That's where I give most of the points. But it's almost as if they're just trying to throw in all the different characters as they can that aren't really leading into anything, or why they just, ta-da, I've showed up. Well, what are you doing here? You should not be here.
I don't know if it's fair to give it I mean, how much of a review can we give when only a quarter of the story is out?
Fair enough. Fair enough.
I mean, it's only 4 issues so far, so
fair enough.
But no, I get what you're saying. There's a lot of characters being thrown at you. I understand that.
They're in and they're out.
Criticism.
Yeah. I mean, there's one where they bring in Bane, and the art on Bane is fantastic.
Oh, yeah, he sure is.
And it's really good. And it's like, well, this seems awkward. This seems
And then
weird.
Batman goes, why is he here?
Right. And I thought, well, okay, from a storytelling standpoint, can I be okay with that? I'm like, well, you did get him in. But then they threw in the Riddler, and the Riddler's totally different than I imagined.
I do have a beef with the Riddler character. It doesn't. I think we should hold off and we'll get to that.
Okay.
All right, let's just go through my rant. I mean, I've already started ranting on Jim, but let's go. So
let's do it.
Before the pitchforks come out, let me be clear. Jim Lee is one of the all-time great superhero artists. He's a generation-defining icon with characters of, like Superman, Batman, the X-Men.
Mm-hmm.
He's a freaking legend. Let's call a spade with a spade. He is a legend. His art is gorgeous. It's beautiful. I love his art. It's amazing.
Mm-hmm.
He's also a fellow St. Louisite. So,
okay.
But there's this problem. So, like we already said, we wanted to do this episode on the sequel to Hush. And then I found out this issue. I didn't realize until last night that all of it hadn't been released. So I do find that extremely frustrating. The Hush series was initially planned for late 2024, and was supposed to run the full year. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And then 12 issues long, but then it got delayed and rescheduled. Only the first 6 issues of Hush got scheduled, not completed, but scheduled for 2025, with the final 6 issues moved to a later unspecified date. Okay. Now, Batman 163, the finale, is expected in January of 2026. Maybe. That's just part 1. So who knows if we'll ever see part 2. So
right.
Here's the kicker. This isn't new to Jim Lee. This is a repeating pattern for him.
He's a repeat offender.
Yes. Here, let's take a little trip down memory lane, shall we?
Okay.
Lee teamed with Frank Miller, the great Frank Miller. The Dark Knight Returns, one of my all-time favorite Batman stories ever. Well, he teamed with Frank Miller on All-Star Batman and Robin, The Boy Wonder. This was a series that was plagued with delays, including a 1-year gap between the releases of the 4th and 5th issues. So between 2 issues, it took a year for them to get released. Despite the pedigree of those 2 creators and the blockbuster sales, the series saw 10 issues released over 3 years. Yeah. And guess what? It never finished. It's now sitting in the graveyard of incomplete comic series along other Lee projects. Speaking of the graveyard, Batman 163 might join All-Star Batman and Robin, The Boy Wonder with Frank Miller, Wildcats Volume 3 with Grant Morrison, and other projects in the never of unfinished works. So, to be fair, I am trying to be charitable to Jim.
Yeah.
he never was the fastest artist. Now, is it important to be fast? I mean, yeah, I want your art to be good. So if you
Sure.
need extra time, take the extra time. But come on, a year between comic books?
Yeah.
Whoa, that's hard to defend, man. That's so
Yeah.
freaking hard to defend. And he is the chief creative officer of DC Comics. So I get it. There's a lot of pressures on the man. There really, really is. The guy is literally running the entire company while trying to draw monthly comic books.
Yeah.
That's kind of like asking the CEO of McDonald's to, can you fry
Do you like
fries?
fries with that?
Let's face it. So,
oh gosh.
yeah, that's the big thing. Can he maintain a monthly schedule, while he's the CCO?
Yeah.
That's probably the big question of this whole thing. Should somebody at that level be doing an artist's work? Again, Jim Lee is an amazing artist. He is fantastic. But to put him on a monthly series, I think that's a mistake.
Yeah.
See what they probably should have done with this project from day one. They should have said, "Okay, Jim, we love the idea of doing Hush 2. This is how I see the DC creatives in their office discussing this. Okay, this is my vision of what should have happened. This is Mike's version of what should have happened at DC Comics." So they all sit down and they go, "Jim, we love the idea of Hush 2. We want you to do it. We don't want you to do a monthly book, though. We want you to sit down with the team. We want you to plan out your book and then do it all as one book. Just release the whole entire thing as one book. Don't do the monthly floppies." I think that's the way they should have done. And we just could have got the one whole story, and it would have been a special story, and boom.
Yeah.
There you go. There you have it. There you are.
Well, even if you did one every month, because you got to imagine how long would it take for it to be completed? We've got to pay these people who've been working on this project. So what if we did it every other month? Or, I don't know. I from a business point, I was thinking, well, you got to pay people somehow, so you got to release it. A la why Batman 1 has been.
Well, yeah, but I'm sure Loeb and the rest of the team are working on other stuff. They're not. I highly doubt they're just sitting around waiting for Jim. They're probably working on other things.
Oh no, yeah, and the point being is they are working on other things, so you got to get paid somehow, some way. I got to have a product to pay them for the work they're doing.
Right, exactly. So just do it as one book, get it done. If that means you got to take 2 years, okay, that's fine. You got 2 years to do it, no problem. But let's not make our monthly readers frustrated in not knowing when the next issue is going to get released. I mean,
yeah,
like I said, that last issue I think I got that back in August. I don't even remember. And then now we're looking at the next one. Supposedly was released this week. So issue 5. So that's frustrating, man. That is really,
really. Yeah.
Jim Lee's, his work is beautiful. It is beautiful, but his timeliness sucks.
Yeah.
You're fired, Jim.
Oh my goodness. Yeah. Well, yeah. I mean, I can't imagine you're CCO of DC Comics,
right?
DC Studios is under scrutiny.
And I question James Gunn being the head of the studio and still working on movies and television series at the same time. I still question that too. How does him being the head of the studio affect the work that he's trying to do, with these movies and television shows. Can you balance those two out?
Yeah.
Obviously Jim Lee can't.
Yeah. What is your thoughts on, have you watched any of Peacemaker 2, the second season?
I haven't watched any of Peace.
I haven't had any desire to openly.
I really,
and I don't know. He's working on that, and I guess his wife, is it his wife that's in that show?
Oh, I don't know. Is she? She might be.
I think so. So it's like, well, what's personal project versus what's best for the company? And it could be the same for Jim Lee. Jim Lee the thing about it is, I don't have any problems being in that position. I think he should be in that position because he's chief creative officer. He has worked his way through the ranks for how many decades?
Working on
different projects and stuff.
Oh, I'm not saying that Jim Lee shouldn't be the CCO.
Right. No. I'm not saying that. It's just a balance of does he really need to transfer into that, leader / mentor role to all these other people who are coming through the ranks themselves rather than doing the work himself?
Well, what does it say to your staff when you can't turn you take on a monthly book and you can't turn it on in time? What does that say to your staff?
Yeah.
That's what I would be questioning if I worked for him. I'd be like, what, you're going to criticize me for being late? Hey, buddy, where's Hush 2?
Yeah.
I'm sorry. It's,
yeah.
Ouch.
Yeah.
We love you, Jim. We really do.
Hey, great artist. We think you should be in the position. It's just, where do you pick your priorities and what do you do for the sake of the company? Not like, is this your swan song? I want to do this great masterpiece as I say, peace out and retire or something. I don't know. I'm making that up.
Well, I don't even know that that's the case either. I don't see Jim Lee retiring anytime soon.
Nah.
I mean, the man's got many, many, many years under him, and
sure,
he's just a fantastic artist. I can't rave more about his art. His art is beautiful.
Yeah.
And we got some panels we'll show today too. So
yeah, we probably should need to get into those too, by the way. So
probably. All right. So rant done. That's
rant done.
I'll get off my soapbox now.
Okay. All right. Well, everyone, we're going to tell you a little bit of the story, but we want to be careful not to show all the panels, kind of a thing. But we do want to show you the covers as they're available. This is
great cover.
Oh, yeah, it's really good. So this is the first issue, as we said, in the Hush 2 series, 158, Batman 158. And this is a cover. So it opens up with, of course, with the Joker, which I thought was very
apropos.
Yeah, there you go. Apropos. Very nice, very nice.
How many dollar word is that?
I don't know, but then
it's $3 word.
Apropos, yeah, $3. So here is where all of a sudden you got Joker fish that he releases, and Batman, they're like piranha type things. And
I love that's a callback to the first one, and I love that. And it was also a callback to a episode in Batman the Animated Adventures, because there's an episode with piranhas in that too. That I really love. That's a great one too.
Yeah. So the Joker brings chaos to Gotham. I am here to restore order. Hockey pants. So couldn't resist. Sorry about that. So that's
what makes you any different than us,
right?
I'm not wearing hockey pants or pads.
Yeah. Yeah.
I have to give Steven a hard time about that, but it's funny.
Yeah. So then there's a scene where he's barely making it, and then Talia al Ghul shows up. And
I like Talia al Ghul showing up too, and her saying, basically, look, I have an interest in you just because you're my kid's son, and I got to make sure you live.
All right, yeah, my kid's father. You're the father,
right?
And she's the daughter of the demon.
She's the daughter of the demon. She's the mother of Damien.
Damien, yes, which seems to be growing on you more and more.
Yeah,
as Damien as Robin.
Well, my comic book collecting is halted for a moment. But yes, Damien has grown on me. I really like the current run of Batman and Robin. They've done a good job at developing the relationship between Damien and Bruce, and they're starting to see some more commonality between the two of them, that you didn't have before. And I think they're trying to develop that Damien is gaining a much better appreciation for his father, and his father likewise is gaining a much better appreciation of his son. So it's a great father and son bonding is what I'm trying to say. I think they're doing a really good job in that series.
Yeah, where it has its ups and downs and stuff. So everybody, there's a scene where the Joker is captured by Hush, and I doubt you can hear me. I'm thinking he's whispering, I doubt you can hear me. The damage to your eardrums is incapacitating. I'm like, is he whispering? Is that the whole point through the whole book? That was one thing I wasn't for sure about.
It is called Hush.
Yeah, true. But everybody, you see this like device he's got that's like, he's like opening his mouth where he really can't talk or something or another. He's like,
Well, it makes you kind of wonder, is Hush is as demented as the Joker? I mean, wow.
Yes. Yeah. Then he holds him there, and then it's like all of a sudden it's like he's spinning and then he's throwing. I'm not a maniac, but he's homicidal. And then he's throwing as he's spinning on this board. He throws these. It's
scalpels. Scalpels.
They're scalpels, but they're a specific kind of steel. Was it Damascus steel?
Yeah,
or something that
like
was in the story.
And it was a steel that Bruce's dad, that Thomas Wayne, used to create what they said was like the sharpest scalpels or something to that extent. And then they had something special about the grips to where you wouldn't lose grip during a surgery and stuff. It was pretty interesting.
It was
later in the issue. You almost got me saying episode now.
Yeah, sorry. So when everybody he throws these scalpels and stuff in him, and so, but they're all, the way he's doing it, they're all surgically placed where he does internal bleeding, where he's almost dead. And it brings up the thought that Batman has to decide, is he going to save the Joker or not?
Right.
And
so there was part of me that was kind of like, oh, dang, I don't want the Joker to die. I mean, I'm almost Batman-esque there in a way, because Batman doesn't want to kill him. But of course, I'm doing it by selfish reasons, because I'm like, well, he's Batman's greatest foe. I don't want him to die.
Right.
Oh, you can't kill the Joker off. What more cool character are you going to come up with than the Joker?
Yeah. So there's a scene where he's pretty much here. I'll show this part. So Hush is there cranking up the Joker's jaw brace and just keeps click, 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 making it wider and really dislocating his jaw, I'm sure. And then, the Joker is going to die. If you only had a family, and I think it's important to keep in mind.
This was great, actually. I thought this was fantastic.
Yeah. So watch this, everybody. So he says, Hush goes, who will mourn for you? So we're bringing in this family concept, which I think is good. It is the Bat family and stuff. But who will mourn for you? And then the next panel is this. It just moves right to Batman. I mean, it was just great how it did that. And just, will he really mourn for him? That's really the question that we get. We see this through this series, this banter back and forth between Commissioner Gordon Barbara Gordon, what happened to them, Robin, the Jason Todd.
Jason Todd Robin. Yeah.
The continuous struggle of should Batman really let him live, but Batman will not cross that code where he kills. And so yeah. Oh, here. nobody pulls this. He said, not me.
Let Joker die. His fate will be the same as ours. I'm just saying because I like the Joker character, should he die? Hell yeah, he should die. I mean,
yeah,
come on, let's face it, is what he's done. Well, heck, what he's done to Barbara and Jason alone, he should die for that. But there's that selfish side of me that wants to see more Joker stories. That's where this comes from, not from the what's the word I'm looking for?
You'll get it.
Yeah. Revenge standpoint or avenging standpoint. Yeah, let's go with avenging. Yeah, from that. Now there is something I wonder what's going on in this time when Hush is torturing the Joker. What is going through Joker's mind? Mm-hmm. There's part of me that suspects that the Joker partially is kind of admiring. I just wonder, is he in his head admiring what Hush is doing? Because I mean, he's so crazy. That seems like something the Joker would be doing. Like, ooh, wow, this is good stuff. It hurts. I'm dying, but man, this is good. I wish I would have thought of this.
Yeah. I think the biggest thing is what does he say? He goes, I'm not a maniac, but he says, they think I'm a homicidal maniac, but he is homicidal.
Right.
So
I think that's a great line.
Yeah. I thought that was really good. Here's another picture. I agree. Good character Joker. Yeah. Yeah. So here's a nice panel.
Another example of Jim Lee's just gorgeous artwork.
Yeah. So he breaks in, sees the Joker there, sees in his hand the scalpel, sees all these spots on him. Oh, there's a better picture.
Is that much more better?
It's much more better. Nice. Cheers. Yeah. But you can see how he totally destroyed his jaw. His jaw is totally dislocated.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. I love it when they show that close up of his feet and his toes.
Oh, yeah. Like, I'll go back to that.
Man, the Joker's feet just look gnarly.
They look kind of manicured, though. At one point, I was like,
what? I thought they looked gnarly. I was like, ugh, gross.
Yeah. So I thought it was really good. Kind of goes back to.
Okay, wait, slow down there. Go back.
Okay.
So we got kind of like little flashbacks. That's from a death or Killing Joke right there.
Right, where
that's Commissioner Gordon, where he's taking Commissioner through the fun house.
Mm-hmm.
And then next one we see Barbara, and that's when the Joker shoots her.
Mm-hmm.
And that's again Killing Joke. And then let's go to the third one. And the third one is the Joker striking Robin, the Jason Todd Robin, and that's from Killing Joke. Or not the Killing Joke, from the Death
of the Family.
And Killing Joke and Death in the Family and Hush are three of my all-time favorite Batman stories.
Yeah.
So it's like, it's merging everything. And I love it. Absolutely.
Yeah. So then Batman realizes at this point that it's Tommy Elliott, his friend, and then the surgeon who's back, that Hush is back for sure. That Hush, here it is. Here's the screenshot. Hush has returned. To be continued. Dun, dun, dun. And then the next cover, I think it's my favorite cover.
I think that's the best cover too. I really like this cover a lot.
Mm-hmm.
So for those listening, you've got the Jason Todd Red Hood in his latest gear, and he's basically standing over what looks like both a dead Batman and a dead Robin. And yeah, it's a fantastic cover. Really like this one.
Yeah, it looks really good. So it continues the story. So I don't know how much other we want to show. Is there any pictures that you want me to show? Any
Yeah,
shots?
if you jump over to mine for a second.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
This is one I wanted to highlight. This was one of my favorite panels, and it's a shot of Jason Todd's face. So, and he has the little Robin mask on, basically, and his Red Hood helmet has been, Batman has destroyed the Red Hood helmet, so you see his face, and that particular shot is almost directly taken from A Death in the Family.
Mm-hmm.
And I love that. I think that is just an incredible shot. They did so good at it. Again, another example of Jim Lee's beautiful work. and then there's this one. It's just amazing 2-page art of, lack of a better term, like Steven said earlier, centerfold of Batman with Batgirl on his back. And it's just fantastic. It's gorgeous art. Jim Lee, you did a beautiful job at the art. It's fantastic.
Oh, it's fantastic.
I love those. And I loved in this issue, in the Jason Todd issue, Jason Todd comes after Batman because he knows that Batman didn't kill the Joker. Now, spoiler alert, we find out that Hush is behind the fact that Jason Todd is involved in all this, and everything, and basically he's kind of let everyone know, hey, Batman didn't kill the Joker, and he had the chance to take him out, and he didn't. And so we're looking at Jason Todd, who was, he was killed by the Joker. He was brought back through the Lazarus pit, but he was killed.
Yeah.
And then, of course, he went nuts and so on and so forth. So hence we have the Red Hood, which I do like him as a Red Hood. And then we have Barbara Gordon, who was paralyzed by the Joker, and she became Oracle for many years. And then she was offered a surgery to repair her back, which she took on. And in some ways, she probably came back better than ever. Mm-hmm. So hence we get the Barbara Gordon Batgirl that we have today. But both of them are really upset with Batman. And I do like the moral tangle we have with this, with these characters who've been life affected, by this maniacal, insane killer, and Batman doesn't take them out, and they feel betrayed by Batman for it. So that's why I think it's good. That's why I think the story's good, because it's not just dealing with Tommy. It's also dealing with the other characters who have this moral dilemma of, well, we should kill him, even though it goes against the entire code of the Bat family.
Yes.
We should, well, it doesn't go against Jason Todd's, because Jason Todd will kill anybody. He doesn't care who you are. But Batgirl, she follows Batman's code for the most part. She's pretty strict about that, and she wants him to kill him too. So it just brings up that question: is it right? Should he kill him? Now, according to Nobody Fool,
right?
He said, yeah, kill him, kill that.
Let the Joker die.
Let the Joker die.
So, yes. I do want to do this before we mentioned this earlier.
I do agree with that.
Yeah. I want to bring up the Riddler, because you said you had some words about this. So I want to give you an opportunity to share your thoughts on this.
When I first saw this panel, so again, for those who are listening, this panel shows a shot of the Joker out of the current Hush 2 series. And to me, my first thought was, when did Guy Gardner become the Riddler?
Right?
Because that's what he looks like.
He looks
more
so
like
beefy. It's a beefy Riddler.
Yeah.
I'm like, was he taking the serum, the Bane serum? What's it called? Venom?
I didn't think about that. Has Riddler taken Venom?
I don't think so. I don't know. It made me wonder because I was like, yeah, he's so beefy. I always thought he was all brain, no brawn.
Yeah, I always picture the way I always picture the Riddler. He's a skinny little guy, that nobody would expect to, be physical or anything like that. And this is not what we're looking at.
No,
at all. So I had a problem with this version of the Riddler. I didn't care for it.
It's almost like they're trying to get the villains to be involved on the side of the family, all against Hush.
Yeah, I think you're right. I think so. It's almost like Tommy is setting up Tommy being Hush, like he's setting up a chessboard. He's setting up chess pieces, and Batman even mentions that too.
Yeah.
So,
let me see if I can I want to show you. Let's see. Jason is with Hush. There's Jason with his. I like the little white stuff in his hair, and there's Hush, both in the red and black, which I thought was pretty cool.
Oh yeah, I love how he gives him that white streak in his hair. That's cool.
Yeah, and so that's where they're.
And nobody fool says Riddler, not tough guy, smart guy. Agree. I don't think I never have thought of the Riddler as a tough guy. And I don't like him as a tough guy. I want him the nerdy smart guy.
Right. Agreed. Where's my other? Here's another nice little cover, the Hush 2. This is the third issue, everybody. Batman on the Bat Cycle.
Batman on the Bat Cycle. That's a great. I can see that as a Displace poster.
Oh, display poster? Yeah. That'll be good. So it goes back to the Damascus Steel thing that we talked about, but there's another cover I want to show, or introduce a new character I'm not aware of, the girl with the white arms that
I didn't know who that first big almost Hawaiian looking dude was. I didn't know who that character was either.
Agreed. I don't know who he is. We call ourselves Batman fans, but we don't know who that is. Yeah.
Well, Batman didn't know who he was, so I don't feel so bad. If Batman doesn't know who he is.
Yeah. Time to put this man down. He's like hitting a brick wall.
Too.
He's ginormous. His training is familiar. Whatever he is, have to move now. So we got a new villain being introduced, I guess, is what it boils down to.
I could almost see Alan Richardson and The Rock playing that part right there.
Gosh, wouldn't that be awesome?
Oh, they could do that scene.
Yeah, sick him, Bane. So now he's got Bane in there to take on this big guy, which for Damian's, that's kind of smart.
I thought it was cool that Damian brought in Bane to help Batman, but Batman was not very appreciative of it.
No. Why are you with Bane? Helping you.
Damian tried to do the right thing. I mean, well, it's arguable that he did do the right thing,
Yeah.
But then he broke Bane out of Arkham.
Yeah. Yep. Then you see this, dun, 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 to be continued. He's got a hold of Robin. Hush has a hold of Robin. So you got a good picture of Hush.
Yeah, that's a really good panel too. I really like that. I also question how well does Hush know Damian too? Because Damian's not like any of the other Robins.
Any of the Robins, that's right. I totally agree. And we get that story in the whole, or in the fourth issue. But I'm digging the red and black for the.
Oh
Robin.
Yeah, he's got a cool new costume. He may even have a different costume now because we're looking at a whole new run of Batman. So
yeah. And this cover is the fourth cover. So this is issue 161.
That's a great cover.
Beautiful, beautiful cover.
So it has Batgirl fighting Batman.
Yeah. He's like, Robin, don't move. And he's like, I wasn't planning on it. And then all of a sudden he does the trick that Batman did. But I don't remember where this was, but where you've got all these, we see it in the movie, the Batman movie where
I think
Batman
Batman's
begins.
done it more than once,
Oh yeah.
where he releases the bats and so on and so
Yes.
forth. That was a great scene in the movie too.
Mm-hmm. And there he goes. Batman's like, take him, Batman, take him. He hits him. So I think that speaks to what you said, the unpredictability of Damian.
Right.
Wayne.
Well, I mean, freaking Damian's a ninja. Come on.
Right. His League of Shadows, not just any ninja, but the League of Shadows.
Right. And he has training by his grandfather, Ra's al Ghul,
Yeah.
who was questionably one of Batman's greatest enemies too. So
Yeah.
it's like, I don't think Hush knows who he's messing with.
Agreed.
Dick is formidable. He's Dick was different as a teenager at Damian's age. Dick wasn't quite what Damian is as far as talent and skill goes. And I mean, same with Tim Drake. Tim Drake was a fantastic Robin. I don't care what anyone says. Tim Drake was a fantastic Robin. I hear all this stuff now that Tim Drake was the worst Robin, but let's face it, Tim Drake is the one who figured out who Batman was. None of the other Robins figured out who he was.
That's true. So one of my favorite scenes here is where Robin's explaining, I broke him out of Blackgate to help us. And
Blackgate, not Arkham. Sorry.
Yeah, no, that's okay. He broke him out to get him to help. And then Batman just
slugs him.
Yeah. Thunk.
Wait, go back to the other one though. No, one more. There you go. And that's a great scene. Batman, Robin, and Bane all in one shot. Man, that's a fantastic scene. I love that scene.
Yeah.
Man, good one. See, Jim, beautiful work again.
Yeah. Great work. And then he hits him
forever to release it.
Yeah. Knocks him out and he's like, take him back. Take him back to Blackgate.
Well, you can't leave Bane out. I mean, come on.
Right.
We can't just okay, well, he helped Batman, so now what? We let him roam the streets? I mean, gotta go back to prison, buddy. Sorry.
Yeah. And so Joker's still involved and, they let him live. And so now struggling with all that. Then there's these, then Barbara goes and visits her dad in the hospital, see how he's doing. And then that whole balance of should we let him live or not? She told Jim Gordon that Batman saved Joker's life. And I think that was one of the things I struggled with is you remember in the movie Batman Begins, it was Ra's al Ghul. Liam Neeson was Ra's al Ghul, which I thought was great.
Yes.
And
they played it off at first that he wasn't Ra's al Ghul because they actually had somebody else that they claimed was Ra's al Ghul, and then we found out.
Which was interesting because he said his name was Alucard. And I remember that from some other game, the Castlevania games. Alucard, spell it backwards, it's Dracula.
Nice.
And so the monster, kind of a thing. So anyway, I thought that was kind of interesting in the film. But so there's still this battle of, should he have let him live or not? And so just a nice another panel where Batman's listening in on the conversation with Jim and Barbara Gordon. But what's interesting about this is Hush knew he would do that because they're talking. He remembers his time with Jim, blah, 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 blah. That's good stuff. And all. But then there's an explosion of where it's like, he's like, oh, great. Hush is here. And then the whole thing goes boom. And so Barbara knows he's there. The Batman is there. And so she goes to save him. And thus that's where we get that really good panel where she's saving him.
Right.
And that's your favorite panel, which is a great panel.
Oh,
where she, picks him up, but then they start fighting and it's just like, okay, but I get it. It's still the tension between them.
I also liked when Jason shows up and Jason makes the comment, "I knew you wouldn't be in a room without an exit," and that became my entrance. I was like, that was cool. I like that. And it just showed that Jason knows who Batman is. He knows his strategies and everything. And I thought that was really cool. So that was cool. So there's a lot of good things about this story. And part of that dilemma of, whether Batman's going to kill the Joker. I mean, that was part of the original Hush storyline too. Because we did have, what we thought was Jason Todd show up in Hush 1, but then we later find out it's not actually Jason Todd. It was Clayface making himself to be Jason Todd and, pretending to be Jason Todd and so on and so forth. But and he brings up they start messing with Batman's mind, because Jason Todd starts going off on Batman. How come you never killed him? Why didn't you kill him? Why didn't you avenge me? So we're playing off of that same story still. It's following that same story beat is what we're doing here.
Gotcha. Yeah, I concur. Well, the last panel, so they fight. Here, I'll do this real quick. So they're fighting because she's like, why'd you let him live? Blah, 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 blah. That's my burden to bear. And then there's this big stop fighting. And then you get this big picture with Huntress is now popped in, Riddler, who still looks like a beefy Riddler.
Right.
Robin. We've got Catwoman. So I'm assuming
not Robin, Nightwing.
No, Robin's over here. I was going around and then
sorry,
with Nightwing. Sorry. Yeah. And then Catwoman. So now we're getting the band back together, boys.
Which that is also very similar to a scene from Hush 1 also.
So they're all gathering their forces. So it is a good series. I am concerned about being convoluted with all these different people, but
But you're doing the same. They did the same thing in Hush.
They did it. And they did the same thing in The Long Halloween. And all, so it is a staple.
And if it's a 12-issue series, it'll be fine, because you're stretching it out. And if this would have only been 4 issues, then yes, I agree with you. It'd be very convoluted and it'd be bulky and, probably wouldn't work, but stretched out over 12 issues, I think it'll be fine.
Yeah.
I don't think it'll be.
Well, everybody stay tuned in 2027. We will finally finish the Hush 2 series, but thought we'd get you off to a good start.
Well, at least we hope we'll finish the Hush 2 series.
Right.
You can go back and watch our review on Hush. We did a review on the comic book and we did a review on the animated movie.
Yes.
I have my issues with that too.
Yeah.
Which you can just go back and watch that episode and see my issues with that.
Right.
Yeah. That one was not much more better.
Cheers.
I had to find a way to get it in.
I know, right?
Anyway.
All right, everybody.
I think that's all we can really cover on Hush 2.
That's all we can cover. We can say about that. That's correct. That is true. So anyway, hey, everybody, thanks for joining us. We're so glad you've been with us here as we've talked Hush 2 and allowed us to have our little rants here and there. Thank you.
Freaking Jim.
Hey, please check out our website at www.2geeksmike.com. That's the number 2, GEEKSMIC.com. That's our link to all things 2 Geeks, including our merch page, or you can go directly to our merch page, which is 2geeksmikemerch.com. If you want to support us, if you want to help support us, we really appreciate it. Check us out at Ko-fi.com. Kind of like we like Ko-fi better than like Patreon. But it's pretty nice. We got some things posted there, ko-fi.com/2geeks. You can also get my latest book, the spiritual sight, the Veilbreaker Chronicles 1. If you are a supporter of $1, $2, or $3, any supporter, you have access to that. So you can get a PDF copy of that book. And Mike's got some extra goodies for our members, paying members there on his book, where he did journal entries, and you can even get the audiobook if you want to buy the audiobook there on that site. Reach out to us at show@2geeksmic.com, SHOW@2GEEKSMIC.com. Mike's pretty good at paying attention to the email, much more better than I am. Cheers.
Cheers.
All right. And so we really appreciate you guys coming out. Mike, anything else?
If you made it this far, please make sure and go and like and subscribe to us on all the socials. We are on Facebook, Twitch, Twitter, or X, whatever the heck you want to call that platform. Rumble, and Instagram. You're
also starting to do Instagram stuff. Yeah.
Yeah. I've been doing Instagram, and we've gotten a pretty good response over there on Instagram. Our some of our reels we've gotten like 11,000 views on some of our reels. Can all of you 11,000 come over and watch the main show?
Yeah, come watch the show. They will eventually, or they'll catch us. So yeah.
No, I do appreciate all of those, but yeah, make sure and go and follow us on Facebook also, because that's where I do a lot of my stuff on Facebook, and you'll get, different geeky posts, such as anniversaries and fun tidbits about, comic books and movies, so on and so forth. But most of all, you'll get announcements of when we go live. And speaking of going live, we go live every Saturday morning at 9 a.m. Central Standard Time. You do the math on the rest, because I don't like math. All right. Is that it?
There we have it.
Anything else?
Got it.
All right.
Absolutely.
So with that said, please do not Steven skip this episode, because we are much more better than the rest. Cheers.
Cheers.
Thank you for joining us today on the Two Geeks and a Microphone podcast. Tune in next week when we will have more news and reviews. Until then,
May the force be with you.
freaking Jim Lee.